Welcome once again to Spartanburg, South Carolina, and another edition of Inside Wofford Football with head coach Sean Watson. I'm Jim Noble. This edition, as always, brought to you by Budweiser of Spartanburg and Yokohama. Well, Coach, my years of experience have taught me that head coaches really don't care about the entertainment value of a game, moral victories, things like that. The Wofford Terriers showed both of those in a tough 3-point loss to nationally ranked Western Carolina Saturday here at Gibbs Stadium. But, you know, we talked to you after the game. You want the W. We all get that. But there were so many good things that happened. Offensive balance, grit, determination, freshmen stepping up. How is your overall assessment of that 28-25 game?
I thought, for sure, I know this because it's all over the tape, our kids played extremely hard. And, I think both sides of the ball continue to improve. I've mentioned it before, our defense, I think, has been salty all year long. And, they continue to be stingy with yards. And, they executed a game plan against a really potent offense. And we on offense were a big part of it. We wanted to keep them on the field, or get us on the field and stay on the field and keep them off the field. And we were able to win the time of possession. So, we meet early in the week. I usually meet with the staff. We talk about how we're going to orchestrate the game. And, basically, we were able to do all those things, and it goes back to the kids and their execution and then the planning of what the staff, both sides of the ball, did. So I was really pleased with how hard they played and the improvement we're making in areas.
Well, we've got a lot to get to. We will look back at that wildly entertaining game against the Catamounts on Saturday. Also, look ahead to the last road game of the season against the Citadel in Charleston and the Wofford quarterback room. What does it look like right now? Bryce Corriston returns a starter, and what will it look like in the future? It's all coming up next here on Inside Wofford Football.
You can always count on the crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light, just like you can always count on Always Game Gary. No bar is too far. No wing sauce is too hot. Not for Gary. Gary is the man. He's nothing like Keith. Keith never wants to do anything. Why are we even talking about Keith? Always Game Gary is famous among friends. He deserves a Bud Light. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, AB St. Louis, Missouri.
It was a great homecoming Saturday, weather-wise and otherwise, here in Spartanburg as Western Carolina came to town. And I'm going to go right to it, Coach. Opening series for the Terriers. They hit the big play and take the lead. 36, opening drive of the game. Corriston out into the flat. Wide open is Jordan Davis, the big tight end. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Terriers. 36 yards, Bryce Corriston to Jordan Davis, and the Terriers strike first. All right, great design on that play. Nobody was within 10 yards of the big tight end, Jordan Davis taking it in. And then the two-point conversion that caught us all off guard. Talk to me about the approach and how that evolved during the week.
Well, we're always, growing ourselves, getting outside our box. And, we've talked about, the muddle huddle as part of our, two-point opportunity, as well as extending a field goal, using it on field goal team to extend a possession. So we wanted to put that out there and then make people defend it, and then at the same time, when it's there, we can capitalize on it. And it was there right from the get-go, so we were able to take advantage of it. Mitch does a great job.
Mm-hmm. So it was 8-0. Then Western Carolina comes back and scores. So it's 8-7. You're running the ball. You're controlling the clock. The offensive line, everybody's kind of back where they should be. They're moving guys off the line of scrimmage, and Ryan Ingram is running with purpose. In that first half, it seemed to go pretty much according to plan offensively.
It did. We actually missed some big shot opportunities. a couple times in the first two sequences, and we were able to get right back to it. Just got Bryce squared away on what he needed to do, and we were able to hit those plays. So other than that, we did a really good job. The offensive line continues to improve, and I think we're seeing, what it's like whenever you have all your people around each other for a number of weeks. The offensive line is all about communication, continuity, working together, and those guys have been together for a number of weeks now. Corey's doing a great job, and they're doing a great job. They keep working, and we're really beginning to improve, and Ryan was unbelievable.
Yeah, you get another big 75-yard drive capped off by an Ingram 12-yard touchdown run. It's 15-7. Then kind of a key sequence near the end of the half. You're lined up to punt. I know you saw something, whether it's a preordained call or whether the punter, Atkins Robbins, has a key that he sees, but you go for the fake punt that looked to be there, just not executed.
Yeah, we were going to be really aggressive. We were going to, work the steal possessions and extend possessions with our special teams, and that was part of the plan. And, the kids, they love every bit of that because they want to be aggressive, so we had to look. We always make sure it's there first, and we had to look, so we came back to it. And we learned as coaches on that play too. We need to give Atkins an opportunity to have that run pass option with it, which he had a pass option, and then the run was really there if he got the pass out early. So it was between execution and us growing together. So we'll keep doing it.
Again, I love the aggressiveness. I love the mindset. Mm-hmm. It did give Western a short field. They were able to punch it in. So it's 18-15 Catamounts at halftime. As you go to the locker room, trailing by 3, you almost felt like you should have been leading, I imagine.
Yeah, we did. We did. We felt like we had control of what we were doing offensively, and the defensive guys were, because we were out there.
Mm-hmm.
We were out there the majority of the time. They were able to play good football too. So we just felt like we going into halftime, we felt like we had control of what we needed to do, and the looks were there that we prepared for, and it's just a matter of dialing up both sides of the ball the second half.
All right, coming up, second half against Western Carolina, and a couple of freshmen stepping up for the Terriers. That's coming up next.
Black and gold, bold, a victory story about to be told. Grit, toughness, and tenacity, a hub of hard work in Hub City. We're on these wins like dogs on a bone. In the zone, our place, in your face, won't leave you alone. Strength, speed, fire, true. I'm sorry, do these things trouble you? We're Wofford College. We fly the W. Ingalls, proud partner of the Wofford Terriers.
Welcome back to Inside Wofford Football with head coach Sean Watson. I'm Jim Noble, sponsored by Budweiser of Spartanburg and Yokohama. So the Terriers looking at a 3-point deficit. Western Carolina as the second half opened. You drive down the field, you get stopped on 4th and goal. A tough opportunity, but Coach, you always talk about complementary football. I don't know if this qualifies, but then your defense steps right up. Right. The big interception, freshman Eli Campbell. You have talked to us about his progression and almost forcing his way into the lineup.
Yeah, he has. He's a natural football player. He has natural football instincts. That's why we fell in love with him in recruiting, and can play multiple positions. And he just got a great feel for finding the football and a great feel for coverage, as well as he's a physical kid.
Mm-hmm. And then you punch it in with another freshman, J.T. Smith, his first career touchdown. It kind of seems like we've been calling his name all season. I was almost surprised to look down and realize that was his first career touchdown. But JT, the offensive line, getting that push again after being stopped on the goal line before there. It's 22-18 in the third quarter. You've taken the lead, and you've kind of set them back on their heels a little bit, haven't you?
Yeah, we had. We were. I thought. We again had executed our, game plan really well. The fourth down you're talking about. Mm-hmm. It was. I want to see the TV copy.
It's awfully close. Yeah, yes, we were saying the same thing.
TV copy. But anyway, long story short, we felt good about what we were doing. Both sides of the ball, and now it's just a matter of we needed to go out and finish.
I will say this though, you got to give Western Carolina some credit. Cole Gonzalez is an awfully good quarterback. Kerwin Bell has a great offensive system. This is the number 1 ranked offense in all of SCS football. And you've held them to 18 points, and they've had a couple of short fields. Yeah. They did retake the lead. You trade some field goals. But what was working defensively, and how were they able to maybe find some things? Gonzalez is mobile. That always hurts. They had some backup running backs who really stepped up. But all in all, your defense was hanging with them for the most part.
And they did a great job. You have to limit the explosive play with them because they've got, Kerwin's done an excellent job of recruiting to his system. He's got some real playmakers. In year 3, he's gone down to Florida and got some guys. And then, long story short, they did a really good job of limiting the big play in the pass game. And, they didn't give up big runs. So, overall, I thought they did a really nice job of executing the game plan, which was really to load the box and take away those things.
Yeah, they made some adjustments in the second half and got some pressure on the quarterback. And I think when Wofford got the ball back with about 2.5 minutes to go and tried to drive for a tying field goal, they made some plays. They got in there, and it doesn't work out. Western takes a 28-25 win. I want to talk about some numbers because they really jumped out at me. 197 rush yards for Wofford. That's a season high. 345 total yards. That's a season high. You hold them about 200 yards below their average in terms of total offense. Ryan Ingram, a career high, 159 yards rushing. At some point, you want these kids to get rewarded for an effort with a W, and you got 2 more games to do that.
Right, and that's we're a series of 1-week seasons. That's the way we always look at it because it's about growing us and developing the younger kids and growing our program, growing our culture, adding to us both sides of the ball and in special teams schemes. So, long story short, I thought we just have to keep slugging and we've got 2 more opportunities, and we're looking at it as a 1 game, 1 week season each week, and we'll take care of this week and then go to the next one.
All right, that next opportunity comes in Charleston this weekend. We'll preview the game with the Citadel next.
Nothing beats the power of Ford Truck Month, because only one truck can be the best-selling in America for 46 straight years. Ford F-Series. Only one has best-in-class payload, best-in-class horsepower, and when you combine this legendary power with the latest technology, you get the only truck built Ford tough. It's Truck Month. Hurry in today for great selection in stock and ready for delivery. Now get 3.9% financing for 60 months plus up to $2,500 cash back on select F-150 trucks.
And welcome back to Inside Wofford Football, a trip, the last road trip of the season to the Citadel. And they're struggling. They're 0-9. They're going through a lot of the program building and culture reassessment things with their head coach, too, new head coach, Maurice Drayton. The challenge, the opportunity, the goal to get these seniors a win in their final couple of games. How will this week shape itself as you get ready to head down to Charleston?
Well, I think the number one thing is our players feel like each and every week we've improved and gotten better, and they know we're close. And I can't say enough about how awesome they've been. We all, the coaches, we drive fast to work to get back with them because they've been so great, because they've bought into what we're doing and what Wofford College is all about. And so it's an honor to be, work with them. They've been great for us. It's, again, we're just taking 1 week at a time. We have all the respect in the world for the Citadel. I think they're going through a lot of the same things like you talked about. I think their staff's doing a great job. I watched them, Furman's up 24-0, then all of a sudden it's 24-14, and, it's becoming a game. So their kids are continuing to believe, and you can tell that they're getting better each and every week also. So we have a lot of respect for what their staff's doing and how their kids are responding to their staff.
Bryce Corriston has earned his job back after recovering from an injury. Looked pretty solid against Western Carolina. As he moved forward, Bryce is a senior, obviously. Paulie Seeley, 5 starts as a freshman. You're very impressed with him. Let's look at that quarterback room a little bit. You've got those 2 right now. You also are going to get contributions, we hope, down the road from people like Amari Odom and Sam Cornett and Cade Rice. How good do you feel about that quarterback room, not only now, but moving down the road?
Well, I'm ahead in the quarterback room because, I came here as offensive coordinator, quarterback coach. So I started rebuilding the room from day one. And you know, we really took a big step with that in our recruiting. You know, Cade came here my first year, and I think Cade is a guy that he not only can play quarterback, but he could move to other positions. And we've honestly, to be frank, we've talked about that. And you know, Cade loves our football team and loves our culture, and he's a big part of us.
Great size.
Great size. He can run. He's got great ball skills. So there, no telling where Cade will end up. He certainly can play quarterback. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, I think I love our young guys. Paulie's done a wonderful job this year. He's had, you know, his freshman things like all freshmen do, but I'm encouraged by his character and who he is and his skill set. And Amari is, we got to experience him in our bye week, and then he's just got released last week towards the end of the week, or really midweek. And, you know, I can't wait to see what he's all about and just our glimpses. And he's a kid that we recruited, so there'll be a lot of competition. Sam Cornett, you know, came in here, and he's really good too. So we've got a really good quarterback room.
I think Amari Odom and Sam Cornett are both about 6'5", 6'6". If we could borrow them over for the basketball arena later this season, we'd appreciate that. But we have really, really excited about things. Final question. How excited are you and your assistant coaches about the opportunity and the chance to bust through and get that first W?
We know we're real close. You know, we felt that, you know, each and every week, you know, we've really, in particular, these last 2 weeks have been really a concentrated, focused effort, you know, because we knew we were really close. I mean, we played 2 really good football teams, and, you know, we've had our real moments with them, and, you know, both sides of the ball. And, you know, I think offensively, you know, we're really starting to grow. I mean, it's taken, you know, I envision us being a physical run team, a team that uses play action to take shots and then can throw the ball in a drop back game and use RPOs. You know, I think that's the first game since I've been here, really honestly, that I really felt like, man, this is it.
We will see and hope that it all comes together this weekend in Charleston. Coach, we appreciate your time as always. Best of luck. Safe travels down to Charleston. We'll see you at 2 p.m. on Saturday.
Sounds good.
And for our entire crew, thank you for watching yet another edition of Inside Wofford Football. I'm Jim Noble, and we will catch you next week.